Hello, welcome to the Y Experience with your girl Monique Nicole. Well, this platform is designed to inspire, motivate, and empower individuals to reach their goals and dreams. Well, this week we have entrepreneur Hasanna Scott. And like we always say, with no further ado, let's get into the intro. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good morning.
So, as we always ask every guest, what is your why? And so let me be technical. Why are you the entrepreneur? What rose up in you? What is that thing that says, "Hey, I'm going to go do this," to become the entrepreneur that you are now?
So the why would be using every gift in me to serve the people. I was always the type that wanted quality, but budget. I'm a mom,
Okay.
So everything that I have is at the lowest price I can get. That's why I started wholesaling, because now I can supply other entrepreneurs that want to sell for a lower price, and they don't have to travel for it anymore. Because first, when I started, I was traveling. So my why is just to support anybody like myself. If I like it, I want it, I get it. The quality's good. And it's going to be at a low price where anybody can afford it.
Got you. And that's awesome, because sometimes some people take the philosophy or strategy, whatever you want to call it, to say, oh, well, you need to go to the highest point. Oh, you see, when they start talking about designer brands, well, you see that they set their price point here. If you want to be like that, then you need to set your price point here. But sometimes I look at it, and this is my personal opinion. Sometimes I look at it and I say, well, people turn around and we look at big names, such as Walmart, such as McDonald's, because they can meet everybody's needs.
Yep.
So when you sell by volume, your numbers increase, and it is what it is, and the rest is history. Because
there is a smaller profit. There's a smaller profit with what I'm doing. When someone actually sells at a good price, and still they're doing the work. You know how much I travel?
Right.
They put their time, their gas, and everything into it, and people don't want to pay the price, but they did the work to get it, to bring it to you.
Well, you know what? See, that's the other part. A lot of people don't understand, especially when you're starting out, because I'm one of those that when you start out, you have someone that you get your stuff from, you've paid for it. Now you got to turn around, and now you got to go make your money off of what you paid.
Okay.
And then sometimes some people, your price point isn't that good. So your markup can't, you still got to make your money. And sometimes people don't understand that. But then it goes down to, okay, as a business person, all right, now I got to find another person that's going to sell what I want to sell and get me at a lower price point.
And that's me. That's where I come in. Okay.
How you doing?
I used to travel to these people, and I used to be like, why are your prices so high? Like, I can't even go up a little bit, and people think it's okay. It's not okay.
Right. Because you wasted your time. You wasted, just like you said, your time, your money, and your gas. And it's like, okay, well, what do you do? Especially when you're just coming into the game. Okay. Because, you don't know. You're trying to find it. And then the other thing about it is everybody's so tight-lipped, they don't want to tell you nothing.
Nothing at all.
So, I totally get it. And I'm glad that you decided to take the sector of operating in wholesale. But you do offer retail. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I guess we'll dibble about into that one a little bit further along the lines, just a little bit.
Yes.
So Okay, so now you've become the entrepreneur. How does that story unfold?
Okay. So about a year and a half ago, I found myself at my lowest point in my life.
Oh
And
wow.
I didn't have any money. I didn't
Mhm.
have anything. All I had was my brother-in-law, and he offered me 600. Well, he offered to let me borrow $600.
Okay, okay.
And it was the only money I had, $600. If it's the only money you have, what choice do you have? But you have to think of a strategy in
Oh,
order to
goodness.
flip this $600. Because guess what? The rent is due. I'm still paying my van. I have kids. I still want to show them life. I don't want to be stuck and say, oh my God, we don't have any money. No, that's not me. So I couldn't sit down. I had to figure out a plan.
Mhm.
And I went on YouTube. I went on TED Talks. I had to teach myself. And then I had to be willing to learn from people who had wisdom. And that takes a lot to actually just kind of humble. I had to humble myself. That's exactly what it was. Humble
Oh,
myself. Because
oh,
in the beginning, when you don't have money, you're angry. Okay. I was angry at everyone. I'm like, everything I do for y'all and y'all, I can't get nothing. So it's like always the giver finds themselves in a situation and they have to dig their way out of it. And I had to dig my way out of it. And I thank God for my brother-in-law, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have got the mindset, changed my mind, start sharing people, and actually stop being so angry. Okay.
got you. I got you.
Yeah.
No, that's great, because some people don't get that part, because sometimes life puts us in certain positions to push us. And so you had your moment where you were pushed, and that thing blossomed. The skin I'm in.
Let me
So,
say, it blossomed because depression hit. I was in my room, didn't answer my phone for weeks. My best friend was like, hey, you didn't answer the phone when I called. Something in me couldn't answer. I kept listening to motivational speakers and like E.T., even Steve Harvey. He's a good motivational speaker.
yeah.
And they pulled me out of whatever I was in, Like I
Got
couldn't pull
you.
myself up. I really couldn't.
Got you.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But you know what I hear you saying is, despite all of that though, there was some determination up in there.
Despite all of that, I didn't let it become my excuse, and I thank God for that. I really thank God for that. That's the only way I can figure it out, because it wasn't me. It couldn't have been me, because I would have laid there.
Because I hear it all over the place, because I'm like, oh, I heard that. Okay, I see that. Okay, but there's still that thing inside of you, because especially when you have kids,
Yes.
that thing it pushes you, because you it's like, yeah, I feel this way, but I can't. Like, I got to do something. You might not have time for people, because I know I've been there, done that. I got a T-shirt, a couple of them. So, but them kids, they do something up in there, because that's that maternal thing that rises up in you. And so sometimes I sit there and I say, well, thank you, God, for me being a mother. Whew.
Yes.
Whew, baby. So,
yeah.
But okay. So we go through the transition. Now, at any time were you working, or you did your not, or are you working and you're still doing the skin I'm in at the same time?
Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning. When I first started my business, I was not working.
Okay.
I didn't trust anybody to watch my kids, so I wasn't working. And then when I was at my lowest point, I took my kids everywhere I went. The first time when I went to New York to get products, my sister watched them. But that's not often, like it's not often where I get support. So I don't ask for it. I don't cry about it. You just keep moving. Something in you just keeps moving. That's why I'm so happy. I go to flea markets. I go to jobs where I could take my kids. And I was all over the place, girl. I was getting it. But now I'm at a my pastor told me to be still. And I had to really read the verse and kind of figure out what was she saying when she said be still. Like, when you be still and operate in your gift, God will fight your battles for you. I'm telling you. Yeah. So I started working for her nonprofit organization, and I'm a lead teacher. I
Okay.
used to be in the school system for 8 years. I was a teacher assistant, went to school, and then when I hit my lowest point of depression, I gave up on a lot. Well, let me tell you, I paused. That's
I
why I
got
paused.
you. Yes, yes, we speak those
So
things.
yes, so becoming a lead teacher in a program, God gave me a title. Not even I couldn't have gave it to myself. You get what I'm saying?
Got you.
So
Got you.
I love it. I love the kids. I mean, I love inspiring. I love lifting up the self-esteem because nobody did it for me. So I love doing it for other people. I love it. I love
I
it.
got
So,
you.
yeah.
I got you. I that feeling that you give as a teacher, that when you take a child and you know that they don't know it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that you know that whatever you're teaching, whatever you've taught them, they didn't know it at first, but once they get it and they retain it, and they're like, oh, and they're so excited that they learned it, that to me is the most rewarding.
Yeah.
I just sit there and be like, oh my God, I gave that to them. That's me right there. We did that. It's just rewarding as a teacher. So as a parent, but I'm talking about from as a teacher's perspective.
Yes, girl.
Now look, when you watch your grown kids and then you watch how they function on their own, it'd be like, oh really? Oh, you got that from me? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me stop. Anyway.
Yes.
But yes, it's really rewarding because I'm early childhood as well. So, watching them grow is really, it's fabulous. It really is. And it's really rewarding. So you still have your 9 to 5, but then you function and you primarily operate the Skin I'm In. And I'm sorry, guys, I didn't introduce it properly, but yes, that's the name. Well, actually, this entrepreneur has 2 businesses.
Yes.
So it's the Skin I'm In, and the other business is
Styles by Sana.
So Styles by Sana. What do you do? We're gonna dibble in that, and then we're gonna come back a little bit. But what's going on over there?
Okay, so with hair is my passion. When I was in New Jersey, I went to vocational school for cosmetology, but came here, North Carolina, and the hours are different, so I didn't really pursue it. I dibbled and dabbled, had my clients coming over to the house, but I love the way, like anything, I love the way it makes a person feel after they get their hair done. Do you know how beautiful they feel? Okay.
So now I'm going to throw in this shameless plug on myself because I have a segment coming out, self-love, on the Unspoken Truth. Mm-hmm. And loving on you first.
Yes.
It's so awesome. And so when you are an instrument to turn around and allow people to transform themselves and give them that gift, I think anybody, that does, because hair is that ain't my thing. I be trying to watch y'all and I be trying to do my own thing. And that's why I do this right here. And I find me a cute wig and I'll throw it on.
Okay, I get you. People who normally do hair, they don't even have time for themselves. It's a wig too.
But then I also think that sometimes when people do it, they have because you know you can do it, you take it for granted. Like when it comes to certain stuff electronically, I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to do that. Okay, it ain't that big of a deal. And then other people be like, oh no, can you do this for me? And I be like, well, it's just this simple. All you can do is do this. That's my thing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
The hair thing ain't my thing. It took me a long time to learn how to braid some hair.
But you learned. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we there. We there. It ain't like I want to be, but we there. So
that self-love, when you fix little things about yourself that make you love yourself, it makes you even react a different way to people. Your attitude changes. The way you walk changes.
The shoulders are back. Your
head
is still high.
You cannot pour from an empty cup, okay?
Okay, now.
Even as being a mother, just getting that longer shower, it'd be like, oh, I can breathe by myself. Yes.
I totally understand. So do you actively, can people book an appointment if they want to get their hair done, or is that something that you just, you want to promote the Skin I'm In right now?
I want to promote the Skin I'm In only because I have clients that are regulars, but they understand that I'm a mother and I work about 24/7, it feels like. So when I can fit those people in, they're the understanding ones who don't want to argue and like, well, this is the day I want. Well, I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. You know? So I deal with understanding people. Even when it comes to me, when I started my business, I started to cling to people that had businesses, and I didn't even like, hey, I didn't go seeking people who had businesses, but there's a different passion in them, you know? There's a different, I believe there are dreamers. So you get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't follow their dreams, okay? So the people that follow their dreams are the people I needed to be around. I needed that energy to keep on going. So the skin I'm in, yes, I've been called fat, black, ugly, all that good stuff, you know, but it made me stronger. It made me stronger. In my business, I push so hard because yes, my boys are here, and it's not just me. I could have easily just been like, man, I go, yeah, whatever.
I know what you're saying. I'm tracking.
Yeah. So when you have kids, it's a different kind of drive. When you had that background of being bullied or whatever, and then becoming the bully, and then all that good stuff, you have a different kind of drive. I done been around situations, my environment, you know. Yeah, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey. So that gives you a different type of drive. There's different motivation. You use your street smarts with your education. Okay. A little magic. Yes.
No, I want to tap on that one. And I want to go there because of the way that you worded it. I want to go there because sometimes we don't use everything that we have at our arsenal. And, you know, we should turn some of those bad things, because the content and the principle is still the same. I like to talk about people who turn around and they hustle, and we know what that means. They hustle.
Yeah, they hustle.
And then we turn around and we look at a very, very successful entrepreneur. They function on the same principle.
Yes.
And
you see some of the biggest hustlers becoming like, they turn it out, okay? They do it.
And so with that being said, these are my personal feelings, so there's no reason for you to have to hustle, because you got it here. Yes. And you got it naturally.
You're a master and don't even know it.
That right there. Mastermind.
Right there.
And that's why sometimes I argue, and I'm not sidebarring because this is your interview. So
I get it. But I use the same strategy. Okay? I get it. Believe me. I mean, I'm no vanilla cookie. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand. I've been I get it. Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
So, you know, we take those things and allow and grow from them. And I'm glad that you just mentioned it, because that level of transparency to let people know that it doesn't matter where you are, it's where you want to go. Who do you want to be? And again, to that self-love thing, well, what's good for you? What makes you happy? And if you see yourself on a certain light, then doggone it, and you ain't there yet, then you can get there.
And it doesn't matter where you come from. People let traumas hold them back. And I had to, like, you know, get over the traumas that I made in my own mind and you move forward. You get what I'm saying? Some people never move forward.
Absolutely. So, we I don't have to ask where you're from, because you've shared that with us.
Yes.
So we transitioned from New Jersey to come to North Carolina, and you have developed this business. You're working in childcare, and you're working this hand in hand. So how does your day-to-day life, because it sounds like you said earlier that, you know, you work at 24/7. So we working all throughout the week. How does your schedule look? How does that look?
Okay, so I actually moved here because of my sister, okay? And I didn't know her all my life. I actually met her in 2009. I received the message on MySpace. Long story short, I'm here in North Carolina. You get what I'm saying? So drastic change, you have to learn how to adapt. My day-to-day life, I wake up in the morning, take the kids to school. I pull out my to-do list that I probably did the night before because I was overthinking. And I start to attack those things on the list. Like, I have to have something to do every day or I don't feel productive. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, good mindset.
I have to pull myself out of the bed sometimes because I remember being there, not being able to get up. So doing something, I have a friend on Facebook. Her name is Tequila, but she's also a friend that helped me recently. She has a challenge where she's getting out of bed every day. That alone is hard. Okay.
Wow.
So I do that every day, even though I don't have to be to work until 1. I find productive things to do. My business, it will continue to go unstoppable. That's what I go by.
Cool.
So on the weekends, I get up, go to the flea market because I done prepared Friday night, overthinking, packing. I go to my storage in the morning on Saturday mornings to pick up all my inventory, go to the flea market. I set up everything by myself. People look at you like you're a woman. You can't do it. You can do it. You really can do it. I lost the most weight when I was doing everything by myself without a job or anything. I lost the most weight because I was so dedicated to what I was doing. I knew that I had to do this because Brittany's doing it first, okay?
Gotta get it.
Yes, so you got to go. You got to get it. So you got to smile while you're doing it. That is the key. Smile while you're doing it. Because there's some mean people out here. I don't understand if they just wake up angry or whatever it is. But you will start to attract good people when you just smile.
Yes,
when you
ma'am.
smile, they want to know what you're smiling so much for, you know?
Okay.
I done been through life, but, you know, it's heavy. But you don't have to show it. You don't have to show it. And you don't have to, like, marinate on it and harbor on it and make other people feel it. So I started to be around people who push themselves, you know? So I go to pop-ups. I actually started doing pop-ups. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's shift gears real quick. And we can. You know what? Tell us about the pop-up. How did that go? Was this your first pop-up that you did where you were the organizer?
Yes, and for Halloween, it was actually a pop-up for Halloween, and it was successful. It was at the flea market. We had over 300 cars come in. You know, when people think you can't do it, you pull it together. You be like, boom, because you see the vision. They don't have to see it for you to keep going. You have to see it yourself. So I saw it. I didn't know how it was going to work, but it works. It works.
I love it.
I was able to have a DJ out there, DJ Hussein. He was an awesome DJ. I was able to have the bounce house out there. Just different people that I supported their business, and they came out and did their job, you know.
Wow. So awesome. through that smile that you have gleaming all the time, and just networking because you gave off that good energy and you received good energy, and then you were able to pull an event together, and everybody was supporting and showing love. That's awesome.
And everybody was loving on each other, and that's what made me happy. I was running around like a chicken with my hair chopped off.
That's typical. Listen, whenever you got something going on like that, that's typical. You try to make sure this person good, make sure that's good, the customer's good. You try to make it happen. So that's expected. Yeah, we get it. But the environment was fabulous, huh?
It was. And then I realized, like, hey, if I can do this by myself, imagine how much stronger I could be if I can find somebody with the same energy and team up with them. And that brought about the Stronger Together event that was in January on the 15th. Me and Candy Cameron, we actually teamed up together and just made it happen. Literally made it happen. The days when we couldn't pull it together, the other one would do it. The days when one couldn't do it, the other one would do it. So it was just like awesome. It was a nonstop, nonstop. Yeah.
That's great. To when everybody was just pulling together and you guys were pushing each other. That's awesome. That's because this is what we talk about. We talk about the networking and we're talking about working together and we talk about as a community. And I'm saying this, as a Black community, I'm saying it that way because of the fact that typically behind closed doors, there's that private conversation where we say, well, doggone it, we can't work together. What is going on? So to hear you say, oh, well, you know what? I did one event by myself and I said, hey, I did this. Let me see what happens if I team up with somebody else. Oh, you teamed up with somebody else. And then again, it became another phenomenal event.
Yes.
I love it.
Had vendors message me and told me that they only want to come to our event because the vibe. It wasn't even about what they made. It was the vibe, because it snowed the next day. So some people couldn't make it out. But to know that you networked, that was the best thing I've ever done in life, was network. Network got me where I am today. And I used to always complain. I used to be like, we don't support each other. I see them supporting each other, not us. So I had to change that and find somebody. There are certain kind of people that you can team up with, and you can be a power, we ain't a couple, but a power couple. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Yes.
I get it.
And it was fun.
Switch over now, and we're going to go to your Facebook page, and you get to share with us a little bit of what it is that you do. So guys, we show up at on Facebook. Her Facebook page is The Skin I'm In.
Yes.
And we're going to go through a couple of her products. We're going to go to her photo. We're going through her photos so we can see. So some stuff isn't totally there, but we're going to shoot out the product. So as we follow my cursor, that we have poppets. Now, what made you want to do poppets?
Skin I'm In. I am a mother with an autistic child. Okay. But he has, what they said he couldn't do, he's doing above and beyond, academically, accelerating, just all, man, it took a lot of work, but it's possible. Okay. Gotcha. So poppets are fidgets. Fidgets help with anxiety, ADHD. I got another kid, so I need them all to calm down. And then the alphabet and the numbers come from me being in the school system or just even teaching students, and they don't recognize the numbers in the alphabet. So I'm like, hey, if I can incorporate something they like with something they need to learn for recognition and sounds and make games out of it, then I can sell it. Maybe people want it for their kids, and that's kind of how that works.
That's awesome. I like how you did that. You took something because of your own household.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then you said, you know what, this can work for somebody else.
Yes.
And I know, because my daughter she likes them, and I just, I'll be like, oh my Lord, because we got too many of them. And
yes.
So, I get it. I totally get it. And just the way you incorporated it. So we're going to move on down. So now we started The Skin I'm In, and we have our own apparel.
Yes. So actually Ann from the flea market, Ann McCrae, she does deals and designs. Okay. She said, I see a logo that fits you. Like, this is you. She said that to me. I said, I'm buying the hoodies right now. I'm about to go buy all hoodies. So I have kid sizes, adults. I do have different apparel also, because that's what I dabbled and dabbled in the beginning. I still have apparel. Okay. But that right there speaks to me, because it took me a long time to love myself. So I love the skin I'm in now,
Oh, we're going to have to talk about that. It sounds like somebody's going to be on Unspoken Truth, because we got to have a conversation. Yeah. Sounds like there's more to your story, hon. There's more to your story.
Yes.
So we have your fedoras.
Yes.
And then this is your event that you had just mentioned that happened on January 15th.
Yes, that's the flyer. Mm-hmm.
And we're going to scroll through. We got the fedoras. We got more of the fidgets or poppets, because I don't know. Correct.
A poppet. It's a poppet. It's a type of fidget.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm right,
Yeah, you're right. I have the division poppets for kids that are in school that want to learn division. You remember on the back of your composition book, it used to be the division table, multiplication.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got those, and then we got you and all of your events.
Yes, and that's the DJ I see. It's the kids. They were having a good time. I just enjoyed seeing them smile, to be honest.
Look at you, ma'am.
Yes.
Awesome event. Great turnout. Yes. Awesome. All right. Now we got your face mask as well.
Yes.
So we have sports teams. We have the video games. Say that again.
I said anything you want. Tell me what you want. I'll make it happen.
Okay, because I see the one I purchased. That I got that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the other one. Is the other one up here? It may not have been up there. But I will say this, and this is me on my own testament. Okay, they're excellent quality.
Yes.
And you know, they have like an extra little layer inside of them. I don't know what it is, but I like them. So you know what? I don't even have one in front of me that we could share.
And they're breathable. Okay.
Yes. Yes, you can breathe in them, and I still look cute. Okay.
Yes, right, exactly. Because you can get any design you want and still look cute.
Yes, ma'am. I still look cute.
I have disposable masks. I sell literally anything that I can see for myself and see benefit in anyone else. I'll get it.
Gotcha. Listen, because if you want it, somebody else gotta want it. It's here and it's available. Mm-hmm. So why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you say? What would be your word of encouragement to somebody that says, hey, you know, I don't know, I can't do this. I tried, blah, blah, blah. What words of encouragement would you say to them for them to keep going?
Try again. Try again. Keep trying. Even when you feel like you're going to give up, just keep going. Ignore what other people say, because they're not going to have the same vision as you do. They're not going to have it. They're not going to have the same things driving them as you do. So you have to think about those things that drive you and just keep on driving. Like, you got to have faith the size of a mustard seed. When I tell you, you have to see your vision. You have to write it down. Me, I'm a person that writes. I got to write it down. Okay. For me to see it, I have to write it down and everything that comes with it. And then start taking those steps. You got to take those steps to get to where you want to go, because you see it happening. And man, yeah, you see progress when you look back. When you look back, the smallest bit of progress, it makes me so happy, because I couldn't see myself keep pushing. You know, I didn't see myself keep pushing. I saw myself giving up when people didn't buy. I saw myself giving up when I was sitting on inventory. I saw myself giving up a lot of times, but I didn't give up. Thank God. I didn't give up. Yeah. Oh, so keep pushing. Yeah, and I'm here for you, for real. I will inbox you. I will encourage you once in a while when I can, you know, life is busy. But I will send those little messages. I will share you. So request me on Facebook. I will always share you, as long as you share yourself first. Ooh. You have to share yourself first, because then I can just press the share button. I won't do the work for anyone. Faith without works is dead. If you want it, you're going to work for it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, good.
People get mad at me. Like, why didn't you put this up? Well, why don't you share it yourself?
Listen, in your candor, that's fabulous. That is fabulous, because sometimes our mindsets are not where they need to be. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we're in the right atmosphere, but sometimes some people aren't candid enough to give them that push, because you need to know. Now, you know, if you don't do some of this work yourself, that I'm here to rock with you. We're going to rock this thing out. Yes. But doggone it, you got to want to do some of this work yourself.
Yes.
And sometimes folk don't want to put in the work. They just want you to do it for them. And they want it microwaved. Bloom.
Yep. Done.
And first, let me, because people who know me that I use that word all the time, because I don't like the process. I don't like it. I don't. I'm telling you right now, I don't like the process. Mm-hmm. But do I understand it? Mm-hmm. I understand it, and I understand I have to go through it. Yes. But honey, just know that I do not like it.
You got to go through it so you can pull other people out of it when you recognize it. When you see what stage they're at, you're going to be like, I've been there before. Yes. Let me show you what I did, or tell you, and then maybe you can take what you need and leave what you don't. Whatever information I can give you, you can take it, but leave what you don't need. You know, I got that saying from a friend that I work with, Miss Dean. I work with her at the program. She said, hey, stop. Just take what you need, leave what you don't. And I started using that in my everyday life. Take what you need and leave what you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, and I think I might need to clean mine up, because my parents are older. So this is, and a lot of people may know the phrase, but they say, take the meat and throw away the bones and keep it moving. Yeah. And so that's what typically, you know, I tell my kids, if this don't work, then just take all of that you needed. Okay. And take the rest, keep it moving.
Yes.
You know.
Everyone, there's different routes to the same location, you know? So you just have to find a route that suits you. Okay.
Yes. And then people around you, out of being genuine and out of love, we're gonna rock with you. Period.
Yeah, they gravitate to you.
So they can reach you on the Skin I'm In. They can inbox you.
Yes.
Hold on. I just cleared my screen. But I'm gonna tell the people what they can do.
Or my name on Facebook. I'm in a picture with my son. Send me a request. I post everybody's business. Or, or just follow. Just follow. Follow the Skin I'm In. I'm doing better with the posting on my business page. Hoping that someone would share some stuff, once in a while. But yes, follow the Skin I'm In. Yes.
So we're going to follow the Skin I'm In. We're going to follow Hasanna Scott.
Yes.
And we're going and we're going and you can inbox her. She will return your message. You can email her as well. And that email address was
ShanitaDaughter@gmail.com.
Okay. And okay, is there anything else that you would like to share with the people?
That's it. I love everyone. That's it.
You are fabulous. So guys, this is going to conclude this week's interview. I want to tell you to be awesome, as I say every week, but follow the Skin I'm In.
Yes.
You can reach out to Miss Hasanna Scott. She is going to be there for you. She is an entrepreneur that has had a journey from Trenton, New Jersey to to North Carolina, where she has grown her business. And she's, basically letting all of you guys know that you can do the exact same thing despite your trials and tribulations or whatever may come up against you. You can overcome it. And so we are going to close this week out. Remember that reach me at www.IamMoniqueNicole. All social media platforms is I Am Monique Nicole. Instagram is I Am Monique_Nicole. And so with that being said, go be awesome.